welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. We're actually on a camp in the woods, and I thought we've done a video on the wild camp, but I thought whilst we're out, since it's such a nice night, we would do a bit of a comparison. So as you've seen by the title, we're comparing the Bushbox XL with a Chinese very cheap alternative. So we'll run through some of the stats. It's more of a kind of in use, in the field review of them both, doing some cooking side by side. We've got the same wood chopped, we're out in the woods, the wind, so it'll be a really nice way of doing a bit of a comparison. So something a little bit different for the channel. We've done some reviews, but we haven't sort of compared both these stoves, so I'm going to weigh them both. I've got this, and I'm going to give them general marks out of 10, and I've got a few categories, things like style, weight, burnable, sort of burning, looks, and I don't think I've brought a pen or a bit of paper, so we'll just loosely, in fact what we'll do is we'll do winner or loser, and I'll get some little sticks and we'll just do a bit of a kind of random win or lose each category. And obviously the cost is a massive implication, because the Bushbox XL is, I think it's about 140, plus you have to pay more for the leather pouch and the grate. So I'll talk you through some of the stuff, but really have a look on things like Amazon for the Bushbox XL. It'll give you prices, or just Google it. I'll try and put some links in the description. That's already, I don't know if that's been cut on an axe or something, but that something's just cut that stitch, and it won't make any difference, but it just shows you. Right, what will we start with? Let's get some scales, let's get some weighing done. $85 grams. $100 grams. Okay, so the Bushbox wins on weight, 85, so it's at least 15 grams lighter. So that's 1 point to the Bushbox. Get them open and check them out. We'll go for the Bushbox first. So let's see what we've got inside. Keep some gloves on just to keep, so I'm going to be cooking some meat in a minute or two, but probably not on this video. So simple, made in Germany. This is fully titanium. It's got the bottom plate, so basically you push the bottom plate down, align a couple little grooves, and to be honest with you, I've always found this a little bit of a scuttle. You align that bottom one into place, and then this grate just falls down. That one falls down. Open it up, move it about, so you ended up with the inner plate, and then you've got a solid ash pan in the bottom. You've got a small smallish access, and a little bit here. There's a few modifications already, like it'd be nice to have something lower that you can put wood in. Feeding the wood through here, it feels quite small, it feels quite restricted. Style again, you know, what does it come with? It comes with two little pots, sort of racks that you put along the top, but also you can use these to move the stove about. You can also put these in the inside to sit a stove on. Yeah, they can go across that way, so you can fit a petrol paraffin stove in there. I've never done that. So quite a few adjustments that this can make, you know, height wise. You know, it's fairly kind of quite flexible in its, you know, in its capabilities. So that's the Bushbox. Now this is the stove that I used for ages. This is the, come away without the little metal. Yeah, come away without the top bit. Okay. So this is the Chinese version. Look at the patina on that. Some people call it rust. I call it patina. So simple. It opens up again. It's a little bit more solid. Now I've actually modified this. I've put those little holes on the side to increase the air. Now what's different about this is that you can, that opens the front and it's lower, and it also rests the wood. So it's a really good design, and it comes a little metal grate. So actually it's more than 100 grams because the metal grate's missing. I can use this. This was Bushbox, but again it's additional. So you're spending, like, you know, this is the double size griddle. So if you're cooking like a big steak or a couple of sausages and a burger, it's designed that you can put quite a bit. You get one that's just the size of the, you can get one just the size of the stove, or this is the bigger one. So I got the bigger one, again a gift. So so I'm not sure what we're doing score wise, but for design, to be honest with you, I think you'll see it. The Chinese stove. Remember, this is about £15 sterling. Okay, it's heavier, it's a bit bulkier, it doesn't look as nice, but this even without that, I mean, you could take that off. You don't use the door, but it adds. You can put longer bits of wood in here, and it rests, and you'll see it in action. So far, the Bushbox, one on style and looks, one on weight. We'll see as we get going into, you know, which one cooks better, which one works better. So, you know, and again, this lost on price massively. You could almost get 10 of these. So in terms of durability, I was using this constant for, I don't know, best part of 2 years. You know, I'd say it's been used, say 30 times, and it's holding up. It's not becoming loose. It's not breaking down at all. In fact, there's a little ash pan missing from that as well. Oh no, there it is. This little ash pan goes in. That's been weighed, so that's okay. I just didn't see there. The ash pan goes in underneath there. So again, really simple design. This is just pressed steel, so it rusts, but not heavily. That's not really sort of. So we've got this one from China, about £15 at the most, UK sterling. This one, which is German built, it's slightly smaller. Very slightly smaller. This one's gained a lot of traction on social media and on the internet. You know, the Bushbox, really clever marketing, everyone's got them on. It looks nice at night. This is going to glow, and the titanium's a nice colour. Yeah, it's a wee bit more aesthetically pleasing, but let's get cooking with them both, and we can continue the review. So far the Bushbox is slightly ahead, but again, it's a practical cooking machine. It's a cooker in effect. So which one cooks best? This is the question. Which one actually cooks and is kind of kitchen friendly, user friendly? Let's get them both sparked up. A fairly decent bit of wood in both. The wind's, I think, fairly even. We're going to use one of them in each one, and so that takes a bit fatter, but fairly even, similar wood. So we're just going to put one of these in the middle, and I'm going to put some smaller bits on, and just get them both cooking and get a feel of kind of what's going on with these two stoves. Right, that's them both kind of moving. Again, this one with the big mouth, see the oxygen that gets in that? I'm telling you, there's something to be said about the cheap one. I'm not, the jury's out, it's not, the decision's not made quite yet, but. So we've got a nice bit of whole grain rice, pepper, nice bit of beef, asparagus, that's it, I couldn't remember it earlier on. Asparagus, an onion, some garlic, so we're switching from cooker to cooker just to get a sense. It's nice dry wood, there's a nice wind tonight, both stoves like that. Yeah, we're just slowly, we're going to add the meat, we're going to sort of get some boiling water for the rice as well. So far both stoves are performing really well, but again it's optimum wood burning stove night. It's warm, it's dry, the wood's dry, it's got a nice breeze, we're quite elevated. going well. I'm just going to put a little bit of black pepper in the steak. Right, that was fun with the two stoves. That whole grain rice is just so nice. Beef, vegetables. I've not wrapped up the review of the stoves yet. I've got to have my coffee, so I've not finished yet. Asparagus is the biz. Oh, that's nice. Audrey always gets a wee bit of the... Alright. Bit of the steak as well, eh? Right, well let's conclude our outdoor in the field review of the two stoves. One, a cheapest Chinese one that you can get off eBay, Amazon. If I can, I'll put a wee link on the video. The Chinese one versus the Bushbox XL. So slightly bigger, open mouth, £15 smaller, titanium, much more expensive. I think my conclusion, so let me just adjust you a wee bit, it's no major surprise. They're both different ends of the price bracket really. cooking wise, I was quite impressed how the Bushbox cooked tonight. Out of the two stoves, I've kept the Bushbox going. I think you need to put the wood much more kind of sticking out up the way. There's definitely pros and cons. I think if you're just getting into being outdoors and you're on a bit of a budget, definitely invest in a wee Chinese one. I think they're well made, they last. You know, yes, they're heavier, but for the price, you just can't go wrong. I think if you're, I don't know, you deserve a wee treat, you know, the titanium one, will it last longer? In theory it will, but realistically, if you're getting 5-10 years, I guess depends how old you are. So I think, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a draw. There are differences between them both. They both cook well, they both take a bit of looking after. When you're cooking with small bits of wood, you can't turn your back. If it's dry like this, it's no bother, you can just put bits of dry in, it takes. But in Scotland, you know, we're in a sunny day today, the wood's good and dry. But the minute you get into damp wood, then it's trickier. I think probably the Chinese stove might perform better with damp wood because of the openness, the space. You can see by having this design, that's wood level, whereas this, the hole's slightly higher, so you need to kind of muck about. So I hope that's been of use. It gives you a wee bit of a sort of look at them both anyway. So I think we'll just wrap it up there. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening in the sun. I'm going to put my tent up, so check out my other videos. There's a wild camp video where I'm cooking with both the stoves as well, but just a wee bit more relaxing. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope everyone's doing okay. We'll see you in the next adventure. Take care.